Howdy and welcome to Sunburnt Gaming. We're continuing on with our Mage the Awakening game. The characters have just been sort of roped into community service.
All of us.
Experience ended up leaving. They didn't really like the attitude of the mages that they were interacting with.
Mostly that Harbour dude.
He did insult your cabal, so that's fair. Various things ended up happening. People got lost. Power ended up being generated. Experience ended up coming across some people from the Taylor's Razors gang. I think we'll start with Domino, who had recently made some of the generators have perpetual energy for a while. And then those generators in turn are outputting electricity into a network of power lines that have lights attached to them. Bringing light that isn't based on requiring to burn fuel, at least for a while. Bringing a lot more light, because previously a lot of the light came from just small fires and from the stars, in quotation marks, that float above the city. And after a few days, you would see that the flames that became the stars, like those firework explosion stars, those would end up coming, like just sort of dissipating after a few days once the soul is moved from starless into charity. So Domino, you've created this electricity, and you said that, you wanted to study it, I believe.
I did. Yeah, so I just want to see if like the special properties of the underworld's electricity. Although it is coming from it is my power source, so it might end up being similar.
Yeah, where's the line? Like, it's a Ship of Theseus situation to me.
I mean, I can compare it with the battery I bought from the market.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me as well.
Yeah.
So, is this around the stage when you're asking Snake Eyes to drop your time shielding? Or is that coming later?
It will be when I want to. This is when I like sort of want to develop my knowledge. So yeah, I will be asking to around the time. I'll just ask to turn it off, turn down the time shielding.
Oh, I'll just turn it off completely, by the way, because I already put it off myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to ask that they do have water, right, that we can drink?
Yep. John Dow found that during the market session.
Okay, cool.
The fish stealing session.
Suppose that is one way to say that.
Okay, so you are a mage of the Aether, of the symbols of power and elemental forces and magic. As you look at and study this electricity, I would like to ask firstly, are you using magic to see anything extraordinary? Because I know that your character learned science through like casting zoom in and like seeing atomic reactions and chemical reactions close up and stuff. Like, how is your character studying in this case?
I am going to be studying in a similar manner, like extremely close up. That was the keen periphery merit I got a while back.
Okay,
it was
so
very
you're like
character creation.
living like a living electron microscope type thing, like you.
It would be like that, yeah.
Do electron microscopes let you look at electrons?
It might not actually be that. I mean, if you like combine.
I think they use electrons. I don't think they let you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
How much can keen do? Because if
keen periphery, I think just lets you know, like, okay, you're looking at this thing. This is a forces effect. It lets you tell.
That was just the CD Arcana.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'll be probably trying to rely on mage side alone.
Well, you can use spells as well.
Yeah.
To add additional sensors. So you can make it so you can see the electrons and zoom in and things like that. So that's fine. I just wanted to know whether or not you were doing that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I think as you look at this, you are going to be seeing that this electricity is a sort of... It is a shining beacon of power and light in a cold, dark world. You are seeing a flow of primordial energies that aren't that are new to this land. It is each bit of that electricity it is in of itself a mere fraction of an endless mighty storm that you have created. And you can sort of see that, like, okay, there is like remnants of yourself in there. And as you look into it and the patterns of the storm that's churning, that's this electricity passing through the conductive material. You can see that there are omens being sort of sketched out. Like if you look at the passage of the electricity through these, you are seeing that it's forming circuits. Isn't necessarily the right word, but like there are subtle patterns in the flow of electricity that are sort of providing more structure and grounding to this place than there was before. This was previously a very dead, lifeless, deanimate. But what you can see is what appears to be a rider. So while this electricity is forming all these omens and bringing potency and power back to this realm, there's an angel that is covered in black wings and many eyes, and it is you can see it's like that raven black, that blue black, and the eyes are mainly closed because of the immense brightness and light of the lightning, of the electricity, of the storm, that unlimited storm that you have sort of tapped into.
Are they like in pain?
I wouldn't say it's in pain. It appears to be watching over it.
Right.
It appears to be a watcher, an observer. They are riding along as part of this current. And you can see in your peripheral sight that they are something of death. And it appears to be like it's as the electricity goes on, more and more of these riders can be seen.
Surfers.
And like as the electricity, basically, as your electricity ends up hitting points of too much resistance, you can sort of see the entropy sort of forming. That loss of any electricity that ends up, some gets lost as heat, and that heat is a symbol of death itself, of entropy. So these are sort of like heat, convection, entropy angels. That they are the excess waste of the infinite. So I think this should resolve your difficulty with the deathly elements. I feel like at this stage you're seeing how the deathly things can actually fit into your paradigm of all this elemental magic.
Yeah, because before it was too different from the to the surface world. But now, yes, upon like proper analysis, that it should resolve. least prevent me from like catastrophically failing using
Yeah.
the energies down here. Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we'll leave that. I think. With also now that there is electricity passing through the system, are you gonna is there anything you want to do before we change scene?
Oh, I'm gonna stuff a Frankenstein's battery. I'm gonna take some.
Okay, like just like redirect some of the electricity from the infinite source into.
I'm sure there's some excess.
Okay, so like you just see some lights flicker, but otherwise like not enough to break it or anything.
Exactly. I got this running. I deserve something for myself. Well, for Frankenstein, but.
So I will say that you're in non-flowery language terms.
Yeah.
The electricity that's been created, it isn't a ghost. It isn't ghost electricity, but it is underworld electricity. It is still tied to death innately.
Yeah.
But it is not going to disappear if you take it into the world of the living, for example.
Yeah.
It's still solid and real to reality.
I just want to ask: is there any differences with the battery I traded for?
I would say yes. I'd say so. The battery you traded for, that is ghost electricity.
Yeah.
And the whole thing of it is going to not fully operate like normal. It will operate off the memory of how electricity should work.
Right.
It is sort of half memory, half like. So it will, as long as you don't squint at it too much.
I'm squinting.
It works exactly the same as normal electricity.
Right.
Unfortunately, you're a mage who literally just spent time squinting at electricity. So you'll be like, okay, this is working, this matches, oh, that doesn't quite line up. And you'll be seeing oddities here and there of like, okay, it works similar to normal electricity.
It's gonna kind of scare me though. This is not how electricity should work.
It's like, yeah, like, because it's a ghost, it's a haunting, it's a memory. It's not 100% accurate. And you have like 4 dots of science, right?
3 dots.
3 dots, okay. So yeah, I think you'd have enough to be able to tell. Yeah, this is a bit wonky. Okay. With that, everyone just hit the next XP threshold, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we'll shift over to experience.
Hello.
So you're out in the world, traveling with a person that you do not remember the name of, who was a member of the Taylor's Raisers who died about a year ago. And they are taking you to the final resting place of the previous head of the gang, who you partially had shoved in your head.
Yeah. Oh no, he had no memories. Yeah, I wonder how that could happen, guys. Crazy.
So yeah, yes, they did end up having memory issues because of how the very first or second session of the game, you guys ended up piping his ghost's memories into experience as as Arthur died.
Yep.
So he ended up having some difficulties in the underworld and ended up getting consumed by the earth and sunk in. You find this spot. It's not especially flashy or anything. It is a tunnel near. It's much closer to the entrance. Like it's not in the swamp. Like it's on the other side of the swamp. Closer to the entrance where you guys came in. It's a small, narrow tunnel. Can only fit, like maybe if you outstretched one of your arms, that would hit the other side of the wall. So it can fit you and a bit.
Okay.
There's nothing to script here.
Nothing to script.
It's just cave wall and darkness. Oh, maybe okay. There's a slight stream of water, like a dribble, coming from up above.
Okay. Well, is this it?
Yeah,
Damn,
that's where he was. Well, at least that's where I was told where he was.
Oh, you don't actually know.
I mean, he died before I did, mate.
That tracks. That definitely tracks. All right. Well, get your shovel. No, I'm kidding. How do ghosts work with key essence and that?
With sorry, could you repeat that? There was a sound in my background.
How do they work with key essence and that? Like, if I cast magic in front of ghosts, it's chill, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
They would only freak out if they would freak out, rather than if it breaks their soul or anything.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably gonna freak out, but not my problem. So, I have a great idea, which is surprising.
Well,
I'm going to hold on. Let me find the spell. I have 3 dots of death, which will allow me to cast Ghost Summon Ghost Summons.
okay.
I'm hoping it'll work.
Okay.
So, essentially, yeah, you call out a nearest ghost, or you can summon a ghost you know personally. You can do the open condition for a reach. You can command them for a reach. You can summon from the underworld with a reach. And you can do 2 reach to give it complex. I don't know if he needs, I don't know if any of those are really needed. But I need to give myself the open condition, but maybe I can worry about that later.
Well, the open condition is more for if they want to materialize in the mortal world,
Okay.
things like that.
So, yeah, because we're in the underworld, I don't think I need duration. But I'll probably need some scale, you know? What if he's really far underground? Now, I know this is stupid, because it probably won't work, but to experience, they went into the ground, where else are they going to be? So, I'm going to start casting the spell.
Okay. Is this are you using any yantra?
Yeah, I just wanted to look at some scale things first. Yantra, I would like to do it on a high speech. Easy. I don't know how much I'm overreaching, but maybe a bit. Probably don't need to do... I don't need to do instant.
That's gonna be an hour here then.
I mean, I could. Depends how it is. I want to advance scale. And then I'm going to take some minuses on scale, I guess.
I will say the duration may be something you want to advance, simply because if it only lasts for, say, 12 seconds, and whatever you're calling up is, as you say, it could be very deep down. A few seconds might not be. It's worth remembering Ghost Summons doesn't teleport them.
Okay.
Which is dumb. But Ghost Summons is such a weird spell. And spirit summoning as well. Did you know you can't summon things from the spirit world unless they can just enter? Unless they can already get to you?
They need legs. They need locomotion.
If they're in the spirit world, you need there to be a portal or something, or they need to have the power already to be able to teleport over.
Yeah. Yeah. Bit odd, but I get it.
I think summoning spells should summon them first. That's my view.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, it's a 3 dot. I have 3 dots, so I have 1 free. I'll do duration. I'll do scale.
Okay.
I don't need any of the reaches on the spell.
Correct.
I'll use my tool as one of my yantras. I have a spare yantra. Do I have anything that belongs to it? Did I take his wedding band?
You have his wedding ring, yeah.
Yeah, I'll use that. Feels
I believe that's going to be a +2.
I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'll also do instant.
Okay, so it takes 12 seconds.
Yeah, you didn't seem too impressed and said, "Oh, you're going to stay here for a while."
He's going to give you he'll go over and be like, "Yeah, I'll give you give you a minute or to like give you time to pay your respects, I guess.
Okay.
But like he's gonna be find it weird if you're there for like an hour. It's like, damn, this guy must have mattered a lot to you, man.
Well, it's not wrong. Yeah, okay. So build a dice pool now. Total is 4 plus 3, 7, plus 2, 9 plus 2, 11, plus 3, willpower, 14. I really don't want this to fail, so.
Oh, are you wearing the mask?
Um,
I'm just trying to picture for the visual.
I'd imagine the person would be able to recognize me if I was wearing the mask, so I'm probably not wearing it, but it's like on my head, it's not on my face.
Okay. It's like it obscures your vision too much, so you only wear it now and then.
Yeah. So I'm -4 scale. How much scale do I want? I'm at a large house. He could be very far away. I do -4. That's a large warehouse or supermarket. Am I minusing to anything else? Not duration. Duration should be fine. Nothing else needs to be minused. So I'm gonna go a bit more with scale. So this will be the size of a small factory or a shopping mall.
Okay.
It's 2.
One Westfield sized.
Huh.
Which
it's 2
Westfield?
overreach.
Okay.
It's 2 overreach. I'm using my tool, so it should just be 2 dice.
Correct. 2 successes. Were you
Oh,
containing?
yeah, I didn't
or
say I was
releasing?
containing or releasing. I don't really want the spell to go awry. Changing the subject. Well, there's no real subject. Myself. But you name someone. You don't cast
Well,
it
the
on
subject
someone.
would be you casting it on an area looking for him.
Mm.
So it would change who you pull, I guess, if
I
you
mean,
change the subject.
Yeah, no, I'll just contain. I'll take
Okay,
the-
roll your mighty wisdom stat.
I got 0 successes.
Okay, so you're gonna get. Oh, you also didn't you have an abyss in your pattern? And
I
that's
got a lot of
+1.
things in there, man.
That's a +1 to all paradox rolls. So I should roll an extra die. Okay.
Okay, almost.
So So you're I think you're trying to call a ghost to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when that's going sort of like you're trying to contain it in you, and I think it would make sense for you have like an abyssal beacon, an abyss like I know most of them are like abyssal X part of a mage, but in this case we'll just go abyssal beacon, where abyssals will be drawn to you as if they're being called. It won't cause any. It won't cause any that aren't already present. But if there are any such things, then and they sometimes there are abyssals in the underworld. It'd be Golmoths in this case, but okay. Give your dice pool a whirl.
Okay. I'm also eating. You have to forgive me.
I don't have to.
I'm not really sorry either. I got 1 success on my 8 dice.
Okay. So your spell, with using the ring and everything, it calls out deep into the earth. I think you are going to end up seeing a surge of rock and cave is going to like you can hear rumbling underneath you, like
This is a good
something's
sign.
coming.
Good.
And theoretically, you
Well, I
named
wanted.
what it should be. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not an abyssal at all. I'm chilling.
So this rumbling of like the churning earth, after about we'll say 15 seconds of it getting closer and closer, eventually the earth just sort of bursts, but it doesn't like explode and leave a hole. It like extrudes out sharp rock in the sort of sculpted shape of a humanoid made of cave stone. Very black, very jagged. It's not quite properly formed into a person. So it doesn't have like the likeness of Arthur Taylor.
Looking a little different there.
Its voice rumbles and sounds like rocks grinding together. It doesn't form like English words, but you can understand it similar to how you can understand high speech.
Okay.
Presumably, this is the language of the dead that ghost you. It's finally kicked in.
Yeah, I knew I'd get there. I'm very good with languages. That is a lie, but experience thinks so.
You feel something in you, sort of pulling towards it, and it's not in your. It doesn't feel emotional or psychological. It feels like it's something ghostly. That thing that felt like a key.
Oh,
He
key!
reaches out and he is going to say,
Hello.
"Give us what you have taken, what you have drunk, what you have stolen." And it's slow. This stone thing just reaches out and tries to claw for you.
Oh! Whoa! No.
Give us the key.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can hear like coming around the corner, the guy who was a gangster. He's like, "Are you okay? Like, is there a cave in?" And he sees this thing. It's like, "Oh fuck, that's one fucked up ghost."
Arthur looks real weird.
What do you mean? That's what?
What?
The earth elemental is going to try and attack you.
I'm not surprised. I might want to turn on my mage armor. Does it have a mind? I don't know. I can't see.
I mean, you could reflexively
It's a
turn
ghost.
on.
It's a ghost, right? Oh yeah, I can turn on my mind sight for free. I'll do that. Oh no, if I do it reflexively, I can't do my armor reflexively.
Well, no, you don't get. It's not D&D. You have unlimited reflexive actions.
All right, I'll turn on my mind sight. My free ones, which is
Yeah.
my face.
You see that this is an extension of a gigantic mind,
Oh, cool.
and it's like there's a resemblance to like, oh, this is like how there are loads of voices in my head, but it's like as one big entity, and this is like a tip of an iceberg. Like this is a fragment of some big, massive overmind, and this is just the one bit that has some of the Arthur bits. You can see Arthur's mind there, but it's sort of fragmented and filled in with other bits of other things, and it's sculpted and melted into this unnatural form.
I'm gonna die.
So let's see.
Mage armor. Mage armor.
Yeah, mage armor does make sense in this case.
Mind.
It does have a mind, so yes.
Yay.
Okay, so this will be.
Or maybe death would have been better.
This is unfortunately very like. So, I will say out of character, this is a rank 5.
Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna die.
It is a possibility.
Well, especially when you said, "What path am I going next?" Yeah.
That was a joke, admittedly.
Nah.
But we have talked before about the lethality in this game, and you guys did give me permission to kill you guys a bit ago. Just to be clear to the audience, like it's not like I'm just gonna be a rocks fall die. I do talk to my players about how lethal they want the game to be. So the way dice pools work for for ephemerals is I believe their attack rolls are their finesse plus their power.
It's a pretty good attack roll, maybe.
Unfortunately, yes. So that's like 26.
Whoa!
Wait, what the hell?
Don't
Wow.
worry,
I guess
I
we'll
got
never
8
see
hit
them
points.
again.
Like,
Just
assuming it
to
has
see.
like 13 in both.
Well,
So yeah, so 8. How much defense was that? Sorry?
8.
8. So let's see. End result of the damage to reduce confusion was 1, 2,
16, 17,
8,
18.
4,
Okay.
5.
6, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Wait, 1, 2.
Yeah, 6.
6.
I think-
6 bashing damage.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not in my last health boxes.
As this because it isn't like inhumanly sharp or anything. It is just rock hitting you, which hurts, but it's not to a lethal. Like it's not as hard as a weapon. Very hard to dodge it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to be doing? You've just been hit by this thing.
Yeah. I imagine I get flung back. Old mate with us is not happy.
No.
Okay. Step number 1. Not dying.
Just set that as an aspiration.
Survive.
I don't know how I'd do that.
Oh, does your mask get knocked off?
Sure.
Okay, so you are currently hatless.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So my plan is to become invisible to minds.
Okay.
Something like that. So it just won't hit me again. Or ghosts.
I mean, if you've got both Arcana, you could shove them both on the same spell. Hope like
That would be a not bad idea. How does I always forget those rules.
but it's just like it still go off whichever one's highest for the dice pool and for reaches and stuff.
Sure. Why not? Let's give it a whirl.
All it
Good
is
to
you're just saying like I'm casting a death mind spell of veiling, like, and then you do it as any other spell.
Okay, I'm doing that.
Like
That's
if it was two separate effects, it would need to be like a combined spell, which would be the thing where you're like, oh, which I think is what you thought I might be suggesting.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying like it sounds like one spell to me. Like your intent is one thing.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna scramble, I'm gonna run off, I'm gonna get my hat, my mask. I'm gonna put the mask on, try and use it as a yantra. How many yantras can you use per turn? Is it only one?
You get one reflexive one. And then after that, each one takes your action for a turn.
Cool.
So you can only fit in one, but that putting on the mask can be one.
Yeah, I feel like the mask makes sense. Hiding, veiling, etc. Reach for instant, obviously. I reach for duration for now, I guess. This is gonna fill up my spell control.
Okay. It will also cost a mana to do.
That is A-okay. 2 dots, so theoretically you get 2 free reach, so instant and duration. Cost some mana. I think that's it. I really want it to work. I'm using willpower. I don't have much willpower, but that's the life I live. I feel like I'm gonna hiccup again. No, okay. Is I'm +1 from the answer then. Roll 8 dice, and I don't really want to. No, I'm good on reach. I'm chill. For the first time in my life, I'm not overreaching.
Yeah, 2 is safe.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna press the button then. Wait, I have more dice. Yeah. Okay. I got 4 successes on my 11 dice.
Okay. So yes, as you put on this mask, you disappear from the mind and the spirit, or the dead.
Okay. Not dying plan going well.
The sort of freaked out guy, he sees you get hit, you're knocked around, run over, grab your mask, and then you just disappear, and he's like, oh fuck. I'm getting out of here. He starts running off himself.
Yeah, very, very fair. I gotta catch up with him later. I want to play poker if I live. Does it look like the Earth Arthur sees me? Eartha?
I think it's going to walk over to where the mask fell, and then just collapse into a pile of rocks.
Well, it's gone. Is the mine's gone? I'm assuming.
I'd say it feels like it's faint, like it's sort of just, it's lingering in the air, but it's not as strong, and it's like as if the mind is receding back into the earth.
Okay. Because realistically, I want to pick out. I have no idea if this will work. I want to try and pick out the ghost, like the ghostly mind and everything of Arthur from the earth, and then graft it onto me.
I'm gonna say that we're gonna have to pause there because I'm gonna have to think about what that would mean.
Yeah, because the idea was I wanted to find him as a ghost and get possessed.
Yes,
Ghost self is kind of in other places.
the underworld has eaten him up, and the chthonic gods, he is them.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how that'll work. I'm hoping my key will help though.
Possibly. One, I also will say out of character, one factor is that there's been a few diversions and there's been a lot of spotlight on experience this past arc. And I don't know how much we want to keep, I guess, like, we need to keep the plot going, but I don't want to shortchange you, if that makes sense. I want to find a balance.
I get you.
So I think, yeah, we'll shift over so that we can give some consideration to what the effects of that attempt will be. Okay, so back with the main group. You guys have learnt some magic or have provided assistance in various ways to the society. And your time is sort of up. The hospitality is sort of okay. We thank you for your help. You've done you've paid back your crime. Now we will politely ask you to leave.
Well, thanks for having us. To be fair, I hope we don't see each other in a long time. I prefer not to die too soon.
I'm gonna tell the electrician to please find that there. Just look out for energy sources, oil, maybe even just like pedal generators that fall from the overworld.
If
Getting
we
one
just
of them
go back to the real world and just start destroying some stuff that they could use, would that be helpful? Because we could do that.
Oh my god. We won't be able to see if that helps them though.
It
True.
could, but there's no certainty it'll end up in their hands, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It also has to be something that someone cares about to a degree.
Okay.
So, for example, if you just built them just to break them, it might not form them.
Yeah.
But if you broke critical infrastructure of the city, that would cause it. But then you're breaking something. It has to break something important to someone.
Right.
Someone has to care that it would be broken.
You can break some of the Sears stuff, I'm fine with that.
They care about a lot.
Do they have a Hello? We could break that.
You could try to find that out. Okay, so what are you guys gonna do now?
How do we find experience? Do you think he's alive?
We can ask the magic. Oh
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't use that once.
Do we just head back to the exit?
Yeah.
And Jandao, your swords have returned to you.
Including an extra one or with ghost sword.
I mean, yeah, I imagine if they're not going to stop you. You've made so many.
Yeah. Take this
What
home.
type of sword is it? Would you say that you make with the ghost sword? Like if is that one that was on the shelf?
Was it like a saber? Like
Yeah, there was like a colonial saber type one on the
I'll take that one.
wall. Okay. Oh, and Domino, were you taking did you buy an extra Arcana dot?
Yeah, I want to buy the prime dot.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a note.
That's my leg.
So it's only been another been 2 days, so one would be healed.
Okay. Got sound
One
limping.
of the three.
Could I have recast the stop time again on myself and anyone else who's interested?
As you leave, certainly.
Yeah,
I want my leg to heal.
sure. Oh wait, I probably cast it with the reach anyway. Do the same thing as last time, so you would continue healing. But up to you.
Good.
What about Domino?
I don't think I've taken damage on it at all.
No, it's more about food and water.
Yeah, yeah, if you can, yeah, I'll take it again.
Do you want me to
heading out.
roll on that? I mean, or will it be like part of like the time skip stuff?
We can say it's part of the time skip.
Okay,
sake
cool.
Okay. So yes, did I hear correctly that you're like, oh, okay, we'll just head back to the entrance?
Hopefully, experience is already there waiting for us.
Before I leave,
I am
actually,
not.
I probably will, and don't worry about it. I was gonna try to start a subplot of like trying to find my house again, but I think I'll just leave it to rest.
I mean, you did try. You got lost.
I was gonna ask the populace around if they've seen it, but they're probably just like, oh, no. Because it's just like a cottage. I don't think anyone's gonna like point it out as anything special. But
I mean, you
special
can
for
ask
me-
I'm fine with you asking on the way back. It would be probably a socialized role, presence. Maybe with a -2.
Yeah, I got willpower just to try to like, go for
Oh, Mike, you get an intrepid willpower.
Yes.
-2.
I got one to spare.
2 dots left on the. Ooh, it's not a good idea to use willpower on that. God damn it.
You can't gain willpower back, by the way.
I know. I just want to see my. It's the place that I built right after my awakening. I'll dramatically fail.
No.
Okay. I think they're going to direct you to it.
Oh.
But the dramatic failure result of it is that the reason why they can go, oh yeah, no, we know that place, is because there's something fucking wrong with it. There is something very wrong with it. So they are going to tell you where it is, and they can direct you to it. It is on the entrance side of the swamp. They'll gesture with their hands because there's no like latitude or longitude. There's no streets. There's not too much to give direction. But they're like, I don't know if you should go there. That place is on fire. Always. And you when you go into there, like some ghosts go in and like will try to grab something, but like it is so hot in there. Like normally, like yeah, there'll be a burnt out building. This is like an inferno. It's like something's weird with that building.
I think I'll be able to handle. No, I can. Surely I can just suppress it, right? I'm sure.
I will say that it's not it's not necessarily on a direct path home.
Yeah.
But it's not far away. It would be like an hour's divergence, maybe.
Let's try to find an experience first, and I'll probably head there on the way. But once we go in.
Well,
Because
this would be before you hit experience, I think.
Okay. Joel, would you mind if we go on? Does everyone mind if we go on that detour? It's on the way, Joel. It's slightly out of the way.
I guess.
Slightly out of the way.
An hour.
Why do you want to go there?
I just want to see my old place again.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Okay, I guess we're mages.
Okay. You travel and you do find this. It looks like it is still exploding.
Oh, when I
Like-
came here, I didn't expect to experience regret.
It is in a constant state of the flame bursting out and blasting out the walls, and then putting them back you know how some video games that let you build stuff,
Yeah.
when you press a certain button it'll rebuild it and restore it.
Oh,
How all pieces just fit back in together, or it's sort of like that, sort of putting itself back together. It doesn't regrow, it's rebuilding. And then it just does that constantly at a rate of 1 second. Everyone there, you can see it is churning with power. It's definitely forces magic there. And prime. You can just feel mana radiating off this thing.
Oh, this is definitely the place, alright. I was expecting to see this place intact, but
So you guys were asking last session, what happens if a hallow comes down? would the hallow come down with it? And your house was a hallow.
Well, they can use this to get mana, right?
if they can get in.
Still hot.
Even standing a bit of away, there's it's actually sort of pleasant, honestly. Standing a bit of a distance, because the underworld is very, very cold. But just being near it, it's oh, this is like a surface day temperature.
Well, here's an infinite source of energy.
Is it? If you can't safely use it, it's not very helpful.
No, it's not.
Oh
it's
yeah, because all energy is just steam turning a wheel.
Exactly.
You need to get a big wheel.
I'm hoping that. You know what, maybe it is good that it's in this state. You know, they'll work out how to use it eventually. They've got eternity to work it out.
Damn, man.
Okay.
That's rough. I'm sure you're not the megalomaniacal one.
But it's away from the city. It's not like it's staying this size. It seems like.
Well, I assume that since they have no mana, that they're not currently using this. They may not even know it's here.
They don't really want us back, do they?
It's on the other side of the swamp, so they wouldn't be aware of it yet. They don't tend to travel too far out because it's just dangerous.
Don't think moving it would work.
Oh no, I don't think we should do this.
What does anyone have any means of telling them that it's here, and then we can just, leave it to them?
We have to go back.
We have magic. Is there anything we can do with magic?
Yeah, we have to find a person that can talk to people without me.
What?
As in,
Important mages. Yeah.
No, remind or space. What?
Wouldn't
Bit of both.
Alas, there are no space mages in the Cabal.
what?
In either of the Cabals right now.
I thought someone had space.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
but not great. I think it was 2 dots.
I got
Yeah,
one.
Charity has 2 dots of space.
Better than you.
Of course, man.
They can scry,
Yeah, I can't do nothing.
but it's also worth remembering sympathetic magic costs mana to do.
Oh yeah, so they can't do that then.
Yeah, not much of it. The Death
Oh,
Mage
no.
has some mana now. So the Death Mage can do some bigger death magics and matter magics now without risking tons of paradox. but they have to be very careful about when they use it. Probably some like long-lasting, massive area effect spell,
Good for
like
amazing.
like you cast like bolster ghost or like empower ghost on a whole city.
That would be very handy if they ever get attacked.
That'd be pretty cool.
Actually, well, oh, that's Halo 3. Never mind.
Or like you take some ghost object and you turn it into something like bigger or like self-sustaining, things like that. That's something they could now potentially do, is like doing that that perpetual motion thing, but for a ghost. Would be probably what that mana gets used for.
Perpetual ghost.
Yeah, but and do that as an area spell. It's like this section of the city now doesn't have to worry about going like starving, as long
That'd
as
be
you're in
good.
it.
And then everyone wants to live there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
then they
is gonna
start
happen.
infighting.
I don't know. I
The
feel like the
ghost war.
mages are gonna auto win the infighting.
I mean the people.
You see, it's certainly like the underworld is definitely a very it whoever has the resources has such a severe advantage over the others. Okay. So I think with that, I think we'll end this session. You guys are starting to head out of the underworld. We'll have to figure out what's happening with experience trying to shove the residue of Arthur Taylor into their mind.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
gonna go well.
Once again, like as we've said a few times, experience. I'm sure that will have no problems.
Why would
How
it?
much of you is actually experience, and how much of you is Taylor, or that spirit, or ghost you?
I don't know. Well, ghost
Arthur-
me is me.
Arthur Taylor back in the gang.
I'm back.
Experience ends up like renaming themselves Theseus. If they had intelligence dots, they could just go like But no.
Please don't take off Taylor's wife and be weird about it.
God.
What do you mean? My wife. My wife.
Oh god.
Goodbye, audience. I'll miss you.
Remember to like and subscribe.
I thought it was going to be.
And
a
don't
wholesome
play at 2 times speed. We need
Yeah.
we need an
We need
algorithm.
to listen.
Everyone
out.
listen to this at either 0.25 or times 4 speed.
And then
There's
when you're
no
done
one
with...
anymore.
You have to talk really
wait.
quickly so they have to play it at the low speed.
Oh, then I'll
Jacob,
do
I
that.
want you to delete the normal playback option. Contact YouTube. Get rid of it.
What I suggest to you
I
is
have
to
the power
upkeep
with
the
my
splitting again, but no.
like 25 subscriptions.
Yeah. One of the 25 subscribers will put it on a different speed as soon as they hear this. Like a little bit and be like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. And it'll be you.